I'm getting to Bob's.
You didn't bring your GoPro.
I have my GoPro. And we missed all the fun?
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like in there?
I cleaned all of this. This is all clean.
Oh,
you
I
missed all
see.
the cleaning process. Look. Well, I left the big parts for you.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
clean either. You see all that fucking dirty shit?
Hey, no swearing. This is a family channel.
You're on the video?
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, we're cleaning it up. I
Not
don't have
bad.
a parts washer, so we use gasoline.
Hey, it works.
Gasoline works great. Look how clean your parts are.
Don't people usually use kerosene?
Do I look like I have kerosene?
I don't know.
I can get gas quicker, and gas is cheaper.
Yeah, I guess. So what's actually shaven down and broken in here?
Your broken piece is actually over here. This is the back of your transmission.
Uh-huh.
And there's 3 sheared off screws there, which I will have to attempt to take out today and get you new screws. Hopefully we can find them at the parts store.
So those are just broken off they were already in there?
Correct, like this. I just don't want to misplace this. Just like this.
Uh-huh.
And what this plate does is it stops the bearing race.
Yeah.
See that? And this stops it
From moving around?
from moving around. So it sits up against it. And what happened is, I don't know what caused it, but maybe some pressure or maybe just the bolt failed and it pushed, and this plate started flexing upwards.
Yeah.
And this is what's causing you grinding, because this shaft sits like this.
Yeah.
So where that cover, it goes on like this,
Uh-huh.
and this race sits right here,
Uh-huh.
and that cover goes right on top of this, and where
Yeah.
that plate sits is right here. This is your reverse gear,
Yeah.
right here.
That was on top of this.
Well,
okay.
the 2 pieces are your reverse gears. So when you shift, this whole shaft was actually moving.
Yeah. And that's why it would pop out.
Correct.
Okay.
Because it looks like it took a... Oop. Gotta remember what falls out.
Everything falls out.
Yes. This one doesn't. This one's pressed in. I'm looking at your synchros. They don't look damaged, so
Okay.
we're not gonna replace them.
Okay.
See that one? That one looks good too. Right?
Yeah, I don't see any wear and stuff on it.
This gear is a little worn, but that's okay. That's normal wear and tear. See? Nice and tight. This doesn't look worn. Everything looks good. See that? And then this is your other one. Looks all good to me.
Is it supposed to be missing the teeth?
Yes.
Okay, that's how it's supposed
That's
to
how
be.
this, so you see that one that has a tube? Has a
Yeah.
gap?
Oh my god, it smells so bad in here. How high are you guys on gasoline right now?
Rinse. This
Yeah.
is, sorry. This is a rinse, and then we'll do a brake clean run to make sure we get all the little nitty gritty spots that the gasoline can't get. Only thing I might have trouble with, you may have to pull up a diagram for me. It could be because when the screws came out, it went into that casing. Right here.
Yeah, I see it. Makes sense. Everything's aluminum, and then when stuff's grinding around in there, it's not happy.
Feel good.
That's why you gotta wear safety goggles, man.
Safety what?
Safety goggles.
Never heard of
Well, that's why you get brake cleaner in your eye.
it. Yep.
Or a TurboTax expert.
Doing the seals?
No, not right now. I'm gonna
No? Okay.
deal with the broken bolts first.
Alright.
But I might have to do an oil change before. anything.
That's fine.
But
Look at all these little
actually,
pieces.
Let me get the lift up, and I'll do the welding for the little screws. Get them
weld-
out,
what are you
so at least
welding?
we know, huh?
What are you welding? You're welding the screws?
Yeah, we're removing the broken bolts. So I have to heat that up real good right there.
To get the exhaust out?
Yeah, because the transmission bolt's right there.
Ah, and the exhaust is in the way,
Correct.
and you can't do it.
And I can't even cut it if I tried. So I had to take it off no matter what.
Okay. And then where's the... There it is. Look at that.
So now we gotta get new bolts.
This is a weird flanged bolt.
It's supposed to be straight. Weird because I bent it.
How do you bend this? Like,
When you torque it. It's twisting. The metal was twisting. From my gun twisting the metal.
your gun's too strong.
It wasn't strong enough. I was trying to snap it. The bolt was stronger than my gun.
How hard was it to take this nose off?
Not that hard.
Like, it was just a bunch of bolts and clips, right? And then the whole thing just comes off?
It's like 4 screws and 5 nuts.
So it's kind of like the Daihatsu. The Daihatsu Mira was like that. It's just 4 clips up top and 2 screws. Ah, yeah. These old cars, everything's missing. We're gonna try to weld a nut through all these and twist them back out. Casing's aluminum, so it's not gonna stick to it. It's this kind of a tapered screw. There were 3 of them holding that plate, and somehow all of this pushed up on it enough to break the 3 screws. Like, how does that happen?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, so the screw went around this.
Because this is the casing, this is the housing for the...
You can see some gouging. Oh, look, it shows it real well in the camera. There's a little bit chewed up right here on the casing.
But aside from that, it didn't touch any of the gears.
Which side is down? This is the upper
up.
side.
Correct.
So it was like, it probably like fell in and went, and then it fell into the drain. That's the drain plug right there. And then that's where it caught it all.
Correct.
We'll have to look at the parts diagram to figure out where all those balls go.
I'm assuming that there's one here, because there's a hole here.
Is it the size of the ball? Put the ball in there. No.
No,
Probably
there's another
not.
hole here. There's 2 holes. So that goes in there perfectly, but there's no spring. So, okay. I guess we'll play it by ear. This is the one that I took off earlier. There could be a ball here too. So that's where the detent is for that. So the way the shafts sit is one of these. This one sits in this one like that. So that sits on this casing. Nope, this casing. Sorry. Going back and forth here. Flip this over. Now that we have it. Oh, I will need the fluid because
Easy on the car. Car's actually on it. So you guys can...
okay. Okay, that's what it was. This shaft goes here. Like that. This shaft goes here. So. That, and then this shaft goes right there.
Ah.
Then there's this shaft, which is this one. It goes here, and yes, I'm missing a spring because there's supposed to be a spring ball here.
You have 3 springs.
Probably no spring in here because when I took this out, no spring came out. It would have fallen through this way. Okay, so there's no spring in there. The spring is on this side, but the ball goes in here.
Okay.
There's 1 ball. Figured out. So that's 4 balls that I just figured out.
You have 6?
Yes. So there's 2 more. So I'm just doing this as a visual to figure out where I'm going here. So this cover goes on like this.
We'll look up the parts diagram. I'm sure it'll show us the balls.
But at least we know that it can go back together. Like this is how it goes back together.
Yeah.
So visually, I got it all lined up pretty good. There's a locking pin here. That's one of those. There's another locking pin here. That's this one. Oh no, these 2 are for the shifters. Here. These two lock this one in place. All right. So we're getting somewhere.
Oh no! The ball goes where?
Into here. So this cover covers the ball that's in here.
5 balls.
It holds this shaft and this shaft in tandem like this. That's what those two holes are for.
Okay. Oh, that's what those little nubs
Yeah.
are? Yep.
So we only need to figure out where the last one goes. Which we will find out later. All right.
All right, that's fine. Let's do it.
It does it. Oh, it does. That is your reverse switch. Okay, we found all 6 spots. We're good. That's all my worry was. Those balls are very important.
Yeah.
Quiet's right up. Wow.
Magic. So now we know it's good.
Upside down. This way first. Genius. It's a very messy job. Nobody ever said it was clean. Let's just gotta find this happy place.
I help. Hey.
Patience, patience. All right. That ball goes in here. Right there. Okay.
Is that where that goes?
Don't know. Working on it. There's a shaft that goes there, and this gear it goes right into here. Click. That's reverse gear. Yes, that's exactly where that goes. That is reverse.
How many kilograms per centimeter squared was that?
No idea. It's mechanic type. Okay, so this is your reverse. See that? Interesting. Alright, so when we line that up, this has to line up with the case.
That's fun.
Very fun. That does not look easy. Just when the oil comes in, it goes right back into
So
the gears.
because the gears are flinging the oil in one way or another, when it hits the top this thing, it throws it back down rather
Or
than
it goes this way.
rather than scattering it on the top of the case.
Guess you can call it a baffle or
It's kind of like a baffle.
it's a redirect actually. The oil comes up this way and then it just wants to redirect it back over here.
Yeah.
So you get fresh oil down here all the time. Oh, you line it up with that. Huh, there's a lineup right there. See it?
Oh, see, they thought about this. Ooh.
Because I know the extra ball didn't come from here. The extra ball came from in here. It came from internal. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I don't care about the gasket maker. I can clean that. It's just a matter of trying to figure out where the ball came from. Because I know there's one in here. You just slide it into this hole to line up these two shafts.
But round 2 goes really fast because we know how it works now.
Or at least we think we know how it works. Hey, grab this rod. Grab this rod. That one that's moving. Yeah. There you go. That was a pretty good seal too.
Got enough on both sides. And
Because that's how clean it came off before too.
you did a good job.
Huh?
You did a good job.
Alright, well, first things first, let's clean off all this gasket maker.
We want to do the rod.
Huh?
Just hold it for another hour.
That's the one that goes in between the two shafts.
So now we gotta test fit the balls.
Live and learn.
They look the same. At least these two over here do. We know from the parts diagram there's 3 different balls.
Incorrect. Turns out we were a victim of assumptions. In a parts diagram, usually they have numbers where they label each part and they'll tell you 2 pieces of each part is required. We started seeing multiple balls being listed under different numbers, like 19, and this one says 3 pieces are required, and we failed to notice that they were the same part number. Here we are again, 1 piece, number 23, same part number. And turns out there's one more actually. Another ball, 1 piece. I don't think we got to this one to take out, so it didn't come into play, but they were all the same ball.
My first time dabbling and taking apart a manual transmission.
Oh wow.
And of course, it's the one manual transmission that doesn't come with a diagram or instructions on how to do it.
I mean, there's instructions, we just don't have them.
It's from Japan, so.
I've replaced transmissions, but I've never taken one apart. It just seems like it'd be a very complicated thing.
Especially when you don't know where everything goes.
Where's that mystery ball supposed to go?
It goes in there. How am I supposed to get it in there?
In where?
It goes in between this thing right here.
Huh?
Huh is right.
Huh?
Oh. So there's supposed to be a spring here, but I never have one.
Is that, I mean, what is,
Whatever's not in there is not in there. There's nothing I can do.
but where's the ball go? Like, would the
Remember
ball,
when I-
would the ball come out without that spring?
There's a ball in there.
There's already a ball in
There's
there.
a ball in this one,
Okay,
but we're missing a ball in here,
okay.
which is the one that I need to put back. And we need to figure out if there's different sized balls.
The parts
So-
thing alludes to there being different size balls.
Usually they look all the same size. I don't know.
They look the same to me.
The only shaft that needs to come out is this one.
That's the one without anything. That's the one that just comes out, right? Oh no, that's something else.
That's reverse gear, so it's okay. So this shaft has to come out. This needs to come up a gear, like that. This shaft comes out. And the ball is very sneakily put in here. Oh man, that would stink if I have to do that. There's a ball in there. You see there's a ball in here, but there's supposed to be a spring in there. That ball is stuck. But I don't know why there's a spring in there. But there's a ball in here.
It's like those kids games you could play with the ball. There you go.
Okay. That's how you do it. Okay. This is the shaft. Shaft goes in. Lock it in place by pushing this back.
There you go.
This must be ran by pressure, or maybe I don't know. I don't know what this one is for, but there's definitely a ball there. That must be gravity driven, because that would normally sit. Yeah. Okay.
So
That's like the ball rolls down when you put it in a certain gear, I'm guessing.
yeah, and then when you pull it out, it pops the ball back out because it has like it has a little ramp for the balls to roll up and down. I don't know.
We're neutral again, right? Yeah. Everything lines up now. Everything's in place. This goes back on. Talk about a steep learning curve.
Well, because not everything had to come all the way out. It's not the worst. It's not the worst.
Silicone's the worst.
Well, luckily you have a whole can, right? Are all the balls accounted for this time?
Mm-hmm.
You're holding the last one?
Yep.
Perfect.
I need to do something real quick. This.
Reverse.
Well, you see this plate? I need to be able to get this plate in that hole. This one right here. Go in there, like so.
Oh, into that little groove. And that keeps it from going any further down. Okay. We'll need one of the screws for a sample. So, screw sheared off and somehow got by the bearings.
Well, it goes into this hole.
Oh, so
See, this is the return hole, so it broke and it just kept
so
circling
that
and
yeah,
it goes right in there.
it bounced around in here for a while, and then
Yeah, I
eventually.
should tape those. If I lose one of these in there, I have to go back in there and fish it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. You want to cover that up? We got 5 brand new screws. Ooh, living life on the edge. Oh, these 3 were the ones that sheared off, somehow prying this back. These bolt holes ended up, these screw heads ended up falling into the holes somewhere and got all mushed up inside. Did you Loctite?
Yes, I did.
There's really no clearance. So 5th gear was holding the plate down with the shaft. It's like, what's that, like 1 millimeter of space between the plate and the gear. I think it would go the other way. Nope. It could, because the bottom got scratched up. You can see where the finish got worn out.
Mm-hmm. Patience. Think and breathe.
Hey, that looks right.
So right now,
I like how sound changes because you can't hit it anymore.
And that's how you know it's set.
A sure way of knowing it's all the way down.
Never a dry seal. That's on, everything's on.
Put the sealant on there, it goes right over it. Nice.
Go in the opposite direction this time.
Final tightening of the entire thing. Is that the speedo gear?
Yes.
Speedo gear sensor goes in there.
So this simulates the same exact thing. So when you shift left and right.
Yeah, it tilts it up and down, left and right, yeah.
So first is up. So when you go first, right? And this will be third.
That's third, yep, okay. And this one's fifth.
Fifth.
Yep.
Right. Then you got second. Fourth. Reverse.
Yep, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Except not K.
Actually, no, we're not done yet.
Oh, still more. But wait, there's more.
The very important part. A throw-out bearing.
Well, that needs to
Can't
go down.
forget that.
Won't work without that. I wonder what's 14. Someone wrote 14 in here.
Assembly numbers. Everything all nasty in here.
You gotta lube up that hole, lube up that shaft, then shove it together. Does the bearing seem okay? Alright. Alright.
Bear on the things. Because we had tried it all up. Roll it all the way around, go down.
Does that have to be down there too? Running through. Ah. How heavy is it, would you say? Like a heavy toddler?
Very heavy.
2 toddlers.
Oh no, it's not that heavy. Probably lighter than my son.
50 pounds?
About that. That's good.
You're about maybe a half inch from going all the way in. Maybe. There you go. Up. All the way. Yep, you're all the way flat, flush.
Right.
That's a very easy access tranny mount. So one thing I've noticed from looking at all these auction cars for sale and stuff, see this? It's black spray paint. Everyone spray paints the mounts.
They sprayed this whole car.
All the black stuff.
All these are painted.
Yeah, all the joints are usually spray painted black. And not because they're rusty, like I don't know if it's like a preventative maintenance thing that they just pre-spray stuff, because it's not like this stuff is crusty, this is smooth. It's just a little weird. Putting the clutch cable back. It's a really easy access thing too. This actually makes it look like it's a relatively easy car to work on. Everything's relatively accessible. Wasn't too bad, right?
No. Except for that manifold bolt. But that's because it's just the nature of a manifold bolt. I'm gonna push in here.
All right. Line up the thing back with the splines. There's a dot on the shaft here somewhere, and it's supposed to help you line this thing up.
It's right here. Tells you where you're maxed out at.
All right, that's cool.
All the shiny ones.
Like the shiny stuff, but what about the dirt? Not the dirt.
That's part of it too. That's all the metal shaping.
Oh, all that crap was in my training?
Yes, it is.
Nice. All right, fill in the oil now.
And now, just letting it drip out. So we can spin the gears a little bit.
These front bumpers are really easy to put on and off on these cars here.
Hang.
There you
They
go.
have a spot where it hangs just like that.
You just hang.
Yep. And there's 2 Phillips heads. These ones?
This is like 6 bolts. 1, 2, 3,
Those
4.
aren't even there.
Those aren't even there. Well, I mean, they should be there, but they're not there.
I think they're Phillips heads.
And there's one under here on both sides. 2, one here and one there. And
This one
then
up here.
there's a corner one. Okay, there's more bolts than I expected. Oh, okay. So this holds this bracket, and then this bracket holds the bottom. Okay.
I gotta put the screws back on because I took it off earlier.
Yeah.
Not knowing that it was a bracket.
Yeah.
No biggie.
And then the key is still here. This. Are these screw holes?
Hmm?
Are these screw holes or just push clips?
Looks like push clips.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys, here we are with the Wagon R put back together. First gear. Look at that, it doesn't move. Second gear. Nothing. Third, fourth, everything feels the way it's supposed to. It's very crisp, as you would expect. Let's give it a test drive. First gear, here we go. Oh man. This is good. This is good. Take it uphill and stuff. Let's see, let's go here. Oh. A lot of my cars recently have been automatics. Gotta get used to driving a stick shift again. Alright, here we go. Car's coming. Oh, yeah, this is good. Alright. I'm happy that this was a fairly easy fix for what it was. Car drives pretty good. Let's see. I'm in third gear, just kind of coasting. There's no weird noises or anything like before. There was a whine in third gear before. There's nothing now. Let's go up this street. This is a really steep hill here. So I'm in neutral. Go into second, I guess. Oops. That works. It's a really steep hill. You guys can't see it to appreciate it, but this is usually where I come to test stuff if I need a hill. This is perfect right now. So I finally have a car that's working again. Now I just need to get this thing sold because I don't actually need it. I have other cars coming. I have a Nissan El Grande I'm picking up in a couple weeks. I need some space, and this is a cool little car. Works great for something that's like an A to B type of transportation. It's very practical. I showed off like all the little nooks and crannies that this thing has when I first got it, and now that we've repaired it and everything works well, this wasn't bad. Happy it was an easy repair. Thank you to Bob's Automotive in Quincy, Massachusetts. Check them out. They'll take on weird projects once in a while like this, but normally they just do the regular stuff. So if you have a car that needs some work and you need a nice trusted mechanic to do your stuff, pay a visit to them if you're local to us. Yeah, looks good. kind of see all the patches and stuff in the road up ahead. Not going to be able to go too fast because there's cars in front of me, but you know, that's where this is how you get to experience all the bumps. Let's start with second gear here since we're going downhill. Very comfortable actually. It's bumpy, but it's very comfortable. I hope you can see that Chevy Bolt in front of me. You can watch them bounce around. That's how you know how bumpy everything is in here. Very soft riding car. Very comfortable. Thanks for watching, guys. Unfortunately, I missed some of the removal of the transmission stuff and some of the reinstallation stuff, but we got most of it, and we could see how the internals of the transmission worked, how we took everything apart and cleaned everything off, and then we were able to put everything back together after we discovered what the problem was. I hope this might help you guys if you ever encounter a manual transmission issue like the one I had, where it was popping out of gear and the shifter is doing weird crunchy things that it shouldn't be doing. Leave a comment below on what you think. I mean, this wasn't that bad of a fix, but it was extra cost I didn't account for when I was buying this car. But the car is for sale. I have to look at the price again, whatever I'm all in. I think I'm looking for like $6,000 for this car with the title. So yeah, make me an offer if you want one. If you have something to trade me, I would rather have cash this time because I just traded a car and I need some space now, so it's bumpy here. So yeah, shoot me a comment, email me, Instagram, something, whatever. You know where to find me. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe for more like this. Smash that like button. Yeah, all that good, all that YouTubey stuff. Thanks.